All right, well, keep buying the Today's Special. We're going to continue on. My name is Helen Keeney. Please follow me on my social media. On Instagram, I'm the official Helen Keeney, not for the faint of heart. All right, now, just being honest. All right, as I continue on. All right, this is my good friend Aaron Berger. I like to warn people.
Hi.
We are doing...
you look so cute.
Thank you.
I love your outfit.
Love it?
Sorry, yeah, it's so cute.
This is democracy, and then I did my own hair.
I love it.
I just felt like a little squirrel today. That's how I felt. All right, this computer is a customer pick. It is 497 people strong in the customer pick. Now, it takes 4 reviews to be a customer pick. This, I think, is one of the best reviewed computers I've ever presented. It is a special day. We are doing a promotion, free shipping and handling on all electronics. So we've got free shipping and handling on this, and then 5 flex pay, so it's $80. However, if you have an HSN card or our sister network, QVC, you get an entire year to pay it off with no interest and no fees. It's $33.34 a month. Did I do the math right on that, Pat? Okay, yay, I used a calculator. Okay, so it's 12 months VIP financing. You have to use an HSN card though. Here's how you get one. Go to hsn.com, put an HSN card in the search, or call the 800 number. It's a free toll-free number, 1-800-695-1418. Now, whew, I gotta go through colors. Aaron's gonna tell you all about this computer, but the colors are the most crucial thing because these are made exclusively for us here at HSN. And these colors, some of them you can't get anywhere else. This is Moonlight Blue, comes with a coordinating wireless mouse. And then we have this beautiful, look at this lavender. Lavender, are we calling this, what color are we calling? Lavender. Oh, not even on there. Okay, lavender, surprise. And then I have the white, the classic white, diamond white. And then we've got Sun-Kissed Plum. And do we even have the aquamarine sky? Because we had 19 left.
Oh, they might be...
16.
Okay, so we'll give you your last look.
Yeah, give them
Let's just start with the last look. And
16 left of that color.
This is the aquamarine teal. It was, doesn't surprise me that it's almost gone. This was a color that we, HP, designed exclusively for HSN. So we did this aquamarine teal only for HSN. You can only get it here, and one of the really special things about it, I mean, as though it's not like pretty enough on the exterior, the interior has this keyboard. I mean, when you think about it, you look at the inside of your computer all day, right? If you're working on your computer or whatever, that's where your eyes are. Right. This color just brings you a little bit of joy. So I want to give you a last look at that. Like Helen said, about a dozen of those left. This is probably the only time. Maybe we'll take one more little peek at it in 5 or 10 minutes, then we'll call it sold out. I'm going to set this down for a sec. The plum.
Tell me about this, I forgot.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I will.
I'm making you do all the work.
Taking a breath over there. No,
I'm exhausted. You do that.
Okay, so while Helen takes a nap, let me first tell you about the plum. This is plum. This is the other exclusive color, the other HSN exclusive color. Just really, really pretty. And I always say, frankly, if you dress like Helen has dressed today, right? If
you're fancy, if you like squirrel hair.
Yeah, a little bohemian, you like to walk in the room and people go, oh, that's a statement necklace.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? This is the computer. Nobody will miss this color. Absolutely.
If you're extra.
That's one way. I wish you would just tell me next time so I could wear like my tie-dye and my headband. You can call me Bjorn. Like, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
We're gonna dress up. Come on.
We're gonna plan that. Okay, so there's your colors. Let's dive in, first of all, to something that Miss Keeney just handed me and instructed me to tell you about, and it is a big deal. We're including Microsoft 365 with every computer. It's a big deal because normally you have to pay extra to get it. If you're buying Microsoft 365 on its own, if you pay for it in one installment, it's $99.99, $100. If you pay for it over a year, like many people do on a monthly plan, it's $10 a month, so it's $120. It's included today. So look at that price. Already we're selling the computer under $400. Right away what we do is we pop in $100 of the #1 selling software program in America. A full year of this is paid for you
already. And you know, Microsoft, the price has gone up since the time you and I have been presenting these. So I was like, I was like $79 value, and you were like, nope. I was
almost
like,
times 2, really.
Almost times 2,
you pay for it over a year.
Exactly. So it's really gone up, but we're including that, and it's pre-downloaded, so you don't even have to download it. And the fact that there's a 3 as the first number, and it's a touch screen, this is pretty extraordinary.
The touch screen part, really. You know, I'm going to talk, it's all the #1, so I'll talk about HP. I'm going to talk about the Windows 11 in S mode. This has an AMD processor. If you watch movies, if you enjoy video, if your kids do, if you use your computer for a multitude of things, the AMD processor is going to blow your mind. It is an absolute game changer in many, many ways.
Isn't the big gaming consoles use AMD?
Yeah, that's exactly. The Xbox uses AMD,
that's
PlayStation uses AMD. Yeah,
it's got really cool graphics. It's really great at that.
It's really known for, and I'll bore you to death in about 10 minutes, telling you
never.
This is how the demo is going to end. I'm not telling you how it's going to start yet. A little teaser there, but AMD does something really special with their processors to make them faster. Probably the biggest thing, though, that I would point out, particularly at $399, this is a touchscreen computer. Touchscreen is the biggest innovation. In the almost 20 years I've been selling computers at HSN, the biggest innovation by far that we've had. It makes using your computer so much simpler. Because yes, you have a mouse, and we include a mouse, a matching mouse with every computer, but just put that down and out of the way. I'll just move it over here for a minute, because honestly, you really don't need it. You see something that you want to see more clearly. Well, first of all, if you want to just see it in a larger format, you just take your fingers and you pinch and you zoom. If you want to actually learn more about the item, you can touch it. We'll go right to the item. So when you're shopping online, when you're doing social media, when you're taking a class, when you are trying to read something and the print is too small, having a touchscreen is your best friend. Now, to that point, I want to just ask you a question. Rhetorical, but think about it for a minute. How much did you spend on your cell phone? Because I'll bet you have a touchscreen on your cell phone, right? That's a 5-inch screen, not a 15-inch screen. And I'll bet you spent twice as much as you're spending on the computer today. A lot of us spend $600, $700, $800 on our smartphone. So to get not a 5-inch touchscreen, but a 15-inch touch screen at $400 is wild. And one of the most exciting things about buying it today, while we still have all the colors in stock, while it's here, before they discontinue Windows 10, which we'll talk about again in a few minutes, when you buy it here today now, you get free exchanges and easy returns. I couldn't read this before I pinched and zoomed on it, so you don't even have to put on your reading glasses to see it. Free exchanges and easy returns. We want you to love what you buy. If you don't, send it back within 30 days, not 15 days like a lot of electronic stores. 30 days, you need the same item in a different size or different color, we'll ship you your exchange for free. What this means is you get to get your computer home, like thousands and thousands and thousands of people have done with this, and nearly 500 people have made it a customer pick on hsn.com, but you get to get it home and make sure it's your customer pick. Make sure you love it. See that it's as fast as I'm showing you it is. See how much you love having a touchscreen. See how much you love having a biometric fingerprint reader so you never have to remember another password. You just use your thumb or your forefinger or whatever finger you want, and that's your password. See how much you love having a backlit keyboard. You get to enjoy all of that and then decide, do I want to keep it or not?
All right, I have an update. If you want the aquamarine sky color, there's only 12 left, 1 dozen. That's all we have. Erin's gonna show it to you. So we have the, I'll show you all the other colors, but this one, again, is custom, like the sun-kissed plum that he's showing. The keyboard has that beautiful, almost like a hibiscus flower design in the background. It's so pretty, and the mouse is coordinated, and it's the same color. So I have a dozen people can get the aquamarine sky, so I just wanted to do a last call on that. I have diamond white, I have lavender, I have moonlight blue, and then the sun-kissed plum is the one that Erin is demonstrating, doing all the demonstrations on. Read the reviews, 497 reviews on hsn.com, and that's at a different price. So I just want to say that we took $200 off the deal price, you know, because when we have these created, we have a partnership with HP. So we say we want the backlit keyboard, we want a touchscreen, we want this and that, and we do it for $5.99 and we're all celebrating. But this presentation, we're doing it for $200 less than the deal that we negotiated. So that's extraordinary. And if you have any major credit card, MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, debit card, Apple Pay, whatever, you put down $80, you get yourself a new laptop. The shipping and handling is usually $13.47. Today it's 0. We're doing free shipping on all electronics. It's a promotion for today. So you're getting that. I just happened to land on this day, just happened to, you know, the other days it was on, I don't know if it was free shipping on, I don't have no idea. Today it's landed on a free shipping and handling all electronics promotion day. So I wanted to mention that. And also, if you're like, you know, $80 is a lot, I wish it was $34. It will be if you get it on your HSN card. You have an entire year to pay it off. You just have to pay, you know, the minimums each month. You can pay it off early, but make a note in your calendar to make sure you pay it off before that year is out, because I gotta be honest, you're gonna get hit with interest if you don't pay it off before the year is out. So just, I always do like a note in my calendar, like maybe a month before. Honestly, my calendar notes are like sticky notes, you know, those little Post-it notes. So make sure that you pay it off before the year is out. But you can customize your payments. I'm just telling you it's $33.34 if you divide it by 12 and make them even. You could do, okay, this month I'm gonna do $50. Next month I'm gonna do $100. Next month I'm gonna do the minimum. You know, because you know how it's kind of, but you're in control, and you get your laptop right away. It's not like layaway where you pay it off and then a year from now you get the laptop. You get it today. And when was the last time you bought a new laptop? First of all, it's time to buy a new laptop if your laptop or your desktop has Windows 10.
Yes, you can
Aaron
say
will
that
tell
again.
us why.
It is time to buy a new laptop if you have the Windows 10 operating system, like, by the way, 400 million Americans do. So you're not alone.
Yep.
A lot of people still have Windows 10. The way Microsoft does new operating systems, they come out with a new operating system, and then a few years later, they'll discontinue their previous operating system. So they came out with Windows 11, which is on this computer, a few years ago. This year, in October, on October 14th, they are discontinuing support for Windows 10. And we say that for a lot of reasons. One, it's a service. You need to know it. You don't want to get to October 14th and go, oh, wait, everything's a lot slower on my computer now.
Right, what
it's
happened?
not updating. What's going on? Well, that's because the support for Windows 10 is being discontinued. We have a history of, you know, Windows operating systems have been around 30 years. What happens in years where old systems are discontinued is computer sales really go up, frankly, because a lot of people need a new computer, and typically prices go up as volume, as availability goes down. We saw that in COVID, right? You couldn't get the computer that you wanted, it was gone. Expect between now and October, it's gonna get hard to get the computer you want at the price that you want. Today, we've got it. And today, again, just to show you one more time, it's absolutely risk-free. So particularly, certainly, if you have a Windows 10 computer, you're gonna have to buy one between now and October, you know, anyway. Why not get a touchscreen? Why not get an AMD processor? Why not get the safest operating system Microsoft has ever made? This is not Windows 10, this is Windows 11. And let's talk about that for a second. It's not just Windows 11, it's Windows 11 in S mode. Let me explain that to you. Take a look at this video while I do. Windows 11, of course, is the latest version from Microsoft of their operating system, built for creating and connecting and playing. But the key here is this is an upgrade. This is Windows 11 in S mode. And what that means is you don't have to buy antivirus, anti-spyware, anti-malware, all those things that for all of these years you've been paying for an antivirus, right? You pay for McAfee, or you pay for Norton, or you pay for Viper, or you pay for whatever. You don't have to pay for those anymore. This computer has built-in protection. So what does that save you? 60, 70, probably $80 a year? Plus you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to be the IT gal or the IT guy. You can just love using your computer. You can go onto social media and know, oh, if I click on this, it's not, if it's a scam, it's not gonna screw up your computer. It's not gonna take you somewhere where you shouldn't be, which is going to make your computer unsafe. You're not gonna have to wonder, where should I download a program? Or where should I download a video? You can do it right from the Microsoft Store. And you can, there you can download and watch your Netflix and your HBO and your Disney Plus and all your social media, Facebook, Instagram. It's all safer. Oh, and to that point, say hi to me on social media as well. I'm _Aaron Berger, AARONBERGER. I'd love to engage and say hi and answer your questions. Over the years, I've sold a lot of computers at HSN. People have often said, what screen size should I buy? I get that question all the time. I can tell you this. The #1 selling screen size in America, is this screen size, is the 15.1-inch screen. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. And when you couple that with the fact that this is a touch screen, honestly, you don't need a desktop, but you don't need a 24-inch screen, because I guarantee you that graphic right now that I've pinched and zoomed, that's as big as it would be on the biggest screen I've ever sold here, right? That's the great thing about a 15-inch. It weighs only 3.5 pounds. You have an 11.5 hour, an all-day long battery life, but it's still really compact and really on the go with you. To that point, I want to, there it is. I want to show you guys something. Hang on. You don't move. I'm going to just go right over here to show you on the go.
Are we talking about Father's Day gifts that are 13 days away?
Father's Day is really just 13
days away. But if you order today, you'll get in time.
Wow. Yep. Okay. So the computer, obviously great Father's Day gift. But if that's not in your budget, if that's not part of the scheme, if your dad uses any computer, any brand, I got to show you this thing. Okay. So this is called the Sling. It's this little device that you put on your computer. It has like a tape strip on it. You tear it off. You put it on your computer. Okay. And what that means is now, you have just a really easy way to carry your computer, okay? Number 2, you've got a really nice angle at which to type on your computer, so that's super convenient,
like
right?
the carpal tunnel and everything. That's so comfortable to have a little elevation.
Exactly right. That's exactly what I think. You know, if I spend a day at the computer, right, you get a little cramped in there.
Yeah.
But here's the best part. Sometimes you just need an extra hand, right? So with the Sling, there is a retractable cord. It's there when you need it. It's not when you don't. Goes away when you're not using it, so it's never in your way. But sometimes you need an extra hand for a cup of coffee or to grab your kid or whatever it is. Walking around campus, walking around work, walking around home. Just taking your computer on the go with you.
That's literally for anybody who has a laptop. Here's the item number. It's 906699. It's actually on sale today for $10 off, and somehow it got under the umbrella of electronics, so we're doing free shipping and handling on it. So I think it's a great day to get that. We've got about 10 minutes left in our presentation. If you're shopping for a new laptop, I don't think you can get a better deal than this. You're gonna need Microsoft. Everybody does. We're including it, so that's saving you $100 to $120 right there. Also, it has a touch screen. It has a wireless mouse. It has solid state, which is the latest and greatest. It also has 128 gigs of storage, which is a lot of storage for solid state. You don't really need storage, and it's a lot of that. So I love, you could of course do external hard drives if you want to have tons more storage, but we're kicking you off with a lot of storage.
A lot. And
let me check with my producer, how many do we have left in the okay, I have 7 left in the aquamarine sky. The white is actually getting limited. I only have 75 left in the white.
Oh, wow.
This is the Sun-Kissed Plum that Aaron has been demonstrating with. This is the Moonlight Blue. Comes with the Moonlight Blue mouse. This is the lavender. It's a deep, dark lavender.
So pretty.
And then lavender wireless mouse included. Customer pick with 497 reviews. And a lot of times when we present computers, Aaron, it's brand new. We have them out here. They sell out before we even, this one we had enough of that the reviews came in during the presentation. So I want you to get an idea of how happy other customers are with this purchase. And they didn't all buy it at the $200 off and free shipping special.
Yeah, that's one of the best parts about it, is you're getting a fantastic value on it, but you're also getting some technology that exceeds what you would expect, frankly, for a computer that every other day of the week is $200 more, and in retail would probably be $400 more. I think most of us would expect $800, $900 for this computer, plus Microsoft 365 by itself at $100+ value. That's full versions of Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, Publisher, plus the mouse, plus a lot of other really great software that we don't even talk about that we include for you. You're probably thinking, what about the little things that, you know, when I do spend $800, $900 on a computer, well, I'm gonna get a backlit keyboard then, and maybe I'll get a fingerprint reader. You get all of those. There's a backlit keyboard. In about 3 or 4 minutes, I'm gonna ask our team to turn the lights down, and I'll show you the backlit keyboard. There's a fingerprint reader. Oh, we're gonna do it right now. That'll work too. So, you can't see that keyboard at all, right? Well, yeah, actually, you can. You press one button, it's F4. Adam Freeman, for the life of him the other day, would not believe me. He absolutely insisted it was F5, so we had a little demonstration. I had to make sure we knew who was the boss of the keyboard.
Why on earth would I question your computer prowess after a decade?
Adam just likes to see me sweat. I mean, it literally was just to watch me squirm and trip over my words.
He's in a different time zone over in London. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's right. I mean, I barely understand what he says anyway.
Yeah, who knows?
So anyway, backlit keyboard built in. Oops, let me touch that again. Backlit keyboard means when you call in bed at night, you don't have to wake your spouse up if you want to be on your computer still. When your kids are in, maybe your kids are going to high school or to college, right? In 2 months, it's wild, but it'll be here fast. When they're in class and the professor turns off the lights to, do a presentation or whatever, you still always see your keys. Planes, trains, automobiles. You'll love having a backlit keyboard. High definition webcam, haven't shown you that. That's built in too, and this really cool little addition to it. So here's the webcam itself. Okay, so you can see there's our studio cameras. That's what I'm looking at. There's my hand. Hi. This is a really smart addition at the very top. Oh, that's a great shot. Thanks, guys. That is a little slide that is a privacy guard, basically. So when you have that closed, it puts that up. It's so nice, I'll tell you. More often than I care to admit, I've been on a Zoom call or a Teams call or whatever and thought, okay, I don't have my camera turned on, but am I sure I don't have my camera turned on right now? 'Cause I'm laying in bed in my pajamas doing this call. It's not necessarily my intention for everyone to know. I'm paying attention, but they get to see me on TV enough. They don't need to see me on this Teams call right now.
Exactly.
And I think I love having that extra layer of going, even if I clicked the wrong button, nobody's looking through my camera right now. So I think that's a really nice feature, too.
I think it's such a nice feature. Every single one of the features that Aaron was just talking about is not in a basic computer. They're all like extra, extra Microsoft 365, full PowerPoint, everything, Word, everything. Like, that's not a basic computer. A touch screen, that's not a basic computer. Backlit keyboard, fingerprint reader, none of that is basic computer stuff. And also, let's talk about the brand, HP. That's not a basic brand. That's the #1 selling brand of laptops in the United States is HP. And then, the processor, the AMD, which is the one that's in all the gaming consoles, like is higher end for all the, watching videos. And if you're doing school projects, yes, of course you could do your email and social and all that, but it's bumping it up to the next level. When you close your eyes and I say all those things, what price are you imagining? $2,000? Yeah. Even $1,800? What we're doing is $80, free shipping. It's amazing. Your total is $399.99. What did you pay for your last cell phone? What did you pay for your last cell phone? And how often do you buy a cell phone? When is the last time you bought a new laptop? Is it a heavy laptop? Is the battery life an hour or two and not 12 hours? Is it warm? When you put it on your lap, does it feel hot? Like, oh, this feels warm. Then you need a new laptop. Is it slow? Isn't the internet slow in some parts of the country?
Okay, all these hosts are trying to make me nuts. They're all pushing my buttons today.
My house has a, is it my house?
Yeah, I think it's your neighborhood, Helen.
Is it my neighborhood?
There's
I think it's my
slowness of the internet.
I've got a tree in my front yard that slows down the internet.
Okay, so the reason.
I love torturing him. Is that why the internet is slow,
They make me
Aaron?
nuts. Every single one of them make me nuts. Okay, here's why she's doing this to me. She's hurting my brain. It's because I hear people say, oh, well, the internet's slow. It's slow today. Oh, is it slow today, but it wasn't slow yesterday? Really? Explain that to me. Let's talk gigs. And the internet's not slow. The internet's really fast. Your computer that you bought 3 or 4 years ago is slow. And that's the truth. It has good days and bad days, depending on how much you have running at one time, when's the last time you cleared the cache, all of those kind of things. When's the last time you did an update? The internet is fast. If you don't have the right processor, and I'm talking about a processor from the last 2 years, because we've had AI and we've had ChatGPT, and that informs the build of this processor. If you don't have the right processor and the right RAM and the right amount of solid state memory, 128 gigs of memory, all of those things are what make your computer fast. Okay, I have like 2 minutes, and I haven't told you one of the best parts of it, and that is this AMD processor. We did mention earlier, for people who know graphics, they think of AMD and they think of Radeon because they're in the Xbox, they're in PlayStation, expensive standalone gaming machines. The reason that AMD is so good is because of this. Most computers have a central processor and a graphics processor, okay? And it's about 3 steps to get from the central processor's brain, 1, 2, 3, to the graphic processor and onto your screen. This computer, AMD invented this technology. It's called an accelerated processing unit, where the processor, the central processor and the graphics processor are interlaced. They're also smaller, so they take up less energy. But anyway, instead of it taking 1, 2, 3 processes to get from central processor to graphics processor, it's essentially immediate because they're interlaced. So it's central processor, graphics processor. So It takes 3 steps out of the way. It's like if you put your laundry into your washing machine and it washed it and then it dried it and then it folded it for you and put it on your bed for you to put in the drawers. That's what it's like. It takes out all those extra steps that you have to do normally on your own, or the computer has to do on its own. That's integrated in a different way, and that's why, I mean, you're seeing this live. We've almost 500 people have made it a customer pick on hsn.com. When I go from one thing to the next, whether I am...
I can't believe how fast it is.
Whether I'm editing a slide, or whether I'm playing a video game, or whether I'm using the built-in webcam, or using the privacy feature of the built-in webcam, it's immediate. There is essentially, Helen, no lag at all.
Right, so your internet's fast in that computer.
You know what, you figured it out, and I am so relieved to know that my internet is fast.
I still am driving him crazy. I'm never gonna stop doing that. All right, well, we've got about a minute left. Do we even have the beautiful aquamarine sky? Okay, 0. So that's no. Okay. got it. All right, so the aquamarine sky is sold out. Thank you for your calls and orders. Here's the colors I have available. Lavender, diamond white, which is getting very limited. I think we had 70 left. And then we've got the that beautiful moonlight blue. It's a deep, deep blue. And then, of course, a matching wireless mouse for each one. The Sun-Kissed Plum with a matching wireless mouse is what Aaron's been presenting on. $80 in free shipping and handling if you use any major credit card. Get out your HSN card. You have VIP financing. You have a year to pay it off with no interest, no fees. The shipping is free. It's not like that River store where you have to pay $120 a year and then you get quote unquote free shipping and handling. Is that really free shipping when you have to pay for it? Okay.
Or is it $10 a month?
That doesn't make sense. All right. So this is free